shots. I don't know that we have a lot of Badger fans in our club, but Bruce has his BA degree from the University of Wisconsin, his master's degree from the University of Wisconsin. He is a fellow, and I want to get this right, with the American College of Healthcare Executives, formerly president of Riverside Methodist, and that wasn't a big enough challenge, so he said, give me 2 hospitals. So he is today president of Dublin Methodist Hospital, also president of Grady Memorial Hospital, on the executive committee of Ohio Health, and we are just absolutely thrilled to have Bruce here in Dublin, and our leadership team, and I know I can speak for Vic and Bonnie and Yoshi. It's just been a real pleasure at each of our board meetings to get caught up on all the exciting things that we're doing, and we're anxious to hear your message today.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Well, thank you for the invitation. As Paige said, I'm from Wisconsin, so I think it's really the big cheese head, not the big cheese, but it's really a delight for me to be here this morning with you. I am thrilled to be at Dublin Methodist Hospital. I've had such a great time with Dublin and Grady in this role. As Paige said, I was at Riverside for about 8 years, and during that time advocated very strongly for us to do some regional planning and strategy development between Riverside, Dublin, and Grady. And so a few years ago, as my team developed and as Steve Markovich came into his role as COO, kind of put on the table this idea of creating a regional role up here so that I would be working with Dublin and Grady and still working with Steve for strategic purposes at Riverside, and it's worked very, very well. Steve has done just a terrific job at Riverside, and it's been a blast working with him as well, along with my other Ohio Health business unit leader colleagues, as we call them, Riverside, Grant, doctors, Grady, all here in Central Ohio, along with Dublin Methodist, and we are growing. We also have Marion General as a part of the system, Hagen Memorial, Med Central up in Mansfield just joined us, Oblenis down in Athens just joined us, and then we have several other hospitals who are affiliated with Ohio Health, not necessarily full asset members, but they are affiliates of Ohio Health. Let me give you just a little bit of Ohio Health background before I talk about Dublin Methodist. And we've got, as I said, this is a constantly changing picture, and we are a faith-based organization. We are owned by the West Ohio Conference of the United Methodist Church. We have representation on the board of Ohio Health from the church. I would characterize the relationship as being one of we are steeped in the principles of the Methodist Church, but we are a multi-denominational, non-denominational, if you will, entity, and the influence of the church is at a very high level, but we as an entity, as Ohio Health, operate independently, essentially, of the church from an operational standpoint. We do have certain principles from a care delivery standpoint that we abide by, but that's really the nature of that relationship. Ohio Health has 25,000 associates now. That's our term for employees, our associates. We serve 3.9 million people in 47 counties. We have several key partnerships. The most recent partnership that you might be interested in knowing about is with MD Anderson Cancer Hospital in Houston, Texas. And MD Anderson is consistently the leading cancer hospital in the nation. If you look at the U.S. News and World Report rankings, every year that's come out, I think they've been ranked #1. They are the largest cancer hospital in the world, and we're partnering with them in a way that's going to essentially create a standard here for the care delivery and cancer care that matches the delivery at MD Anderson. So when you start hearing about that affiliation, that's really what it's all about. It's not that MD Anderson is sending physicians up here, but our physicians are going to be performing and practicing at a standard that's consistent with the protocols and care delivery that's done at MD Anderson. So that's a big change for us and a very important one.